patients that have movement disorders first see Dr. Chan, who is our movement disorder neurologist. He's the specialist that goes through the full neurologic workup to make sure that the patient, he confirms the diagnosis that the patients may be coming to us with, or he's the one that makes the diagnosis. And then he will bring them to our team and say, I think this person is a suitable candidate for DBS for the movement disorder. And then Dr. Buchholz and I will then, after Dr. Chan has seen the patient, evaluate the patient. In the case of the patients with obsessive compulsive disorder, we don't just jump into this. This by no means is a first-line treatment for these patients. This is when all avenues have been exhausted. So patients have to be tried on multiple medications. They have to have failed a course of cognitive behavior therapy. I'm the only mental health provider on our team so far. And so I'm point of entry for the obsessive compulsive patients, because as a psychologist, I'm uniquely trained to understand these symptoms and to determine whether or not this person meets criteria for obsessive compulsive disorder, but also meets criteria for the guidelines that we use to be a candidate for the surgery. In the context of these deep brain stimulator surgeries, we're looking for a few things. One, if a patient has very significant memory problems and they meet criteria for dementia, we would not want to pursue them as a surgical candidate because we could make their memory problems worse. So dementia is a contraindication for us doing the surgery. Also, if someone has depression or anxiety that's not treated, we as psychologists are uniquely in a position to be able to say, okay, you have this certain condition, these are the treatments that we need to get on board before we pursue you as a surgical candidate.